and you're chatting to us about your friend Susan. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And I've always been quite interested in tattooing and the whole process of tattooing. And for some reason I thought that like tattoo kits and like the pen and all of that kind of stuff was really hard to get, or I don't know, you had to be like a licensed professional to obtain a tattoo kit. But apparently that's not the case. You can buy them.
Oh dear God.
So I bought a little tattoo kit online, which I was quite shocked about. And the fact that they trust us with something like this. And I thought we'd test it out and give it a little go and try some tattooing. And one thing I do want to say before I actually open this up and start practicing and stuff, I did not buy this to start tattooing on myself.
Well, take fuck.
And I don't think anyone should ever buy a tattoo kit to tattoo on themselves. Apparently in here there's going to be some fake skin and we're going to have like a little play around with that. But I am not going to tattoo on my own body. And you might be thinking, oh, like, why not? Like, just piss around, have fun, it's only your body, whatever. You can cause so many infections tattooing on yourself if you're not properly medically trained or anything like that, or professionally trained. If you want a tattoo, go to a proper professional. Do not buy one of these kits and try tattooing on yourself, please. Just don't do it. You could end up with a really, really nasty infection. You could end up with sepsis. You could easily lose a limb through infection just by pissing around with a tattoo kit. So that's my little warning before I even start this. Do not buy one of these and try it on yourself unless you're professionally trained. I cannot stress that enough, seriously. I'm being dead serious. I know I like to joke around and stuff, but do not tattoo on yourself because you might end up killing yourself. It'll be very rare to do that, but you could. If you got a really nasty infection, you could easily kill yourself with one of these. That's why I'm surprised they actually sell them so freely online. I didn't think this was possible. So I'm not promoting tattooing on yourself if you have no idea what you're doing. It needs to be in a very sterile environment. This is all just a bit of fun, but seriously, do not buy one of these and tattoo yourself with it.
Okay,
let's see what this is like. So we've got some stencil paper in here, some gloves, some little plastic cup things, some black lining ink, some cartridges. I'm assuming these are needles. I'm assuming this is going to be the actual tattoo gun. Oh, a little pedal. Is it foot operated? I never knew that. I never knew a tattoo gun was foot operated. Are all tattoo guns foot operated? I didn't even notice that when I went and got my tattoo done. Did they operate with their foot? Maybe they did, I don't know. Unless this one's just like a foot one, I don't know.
No one cares.
We've got some little bandage things, some different coloured inks, and some fake skin, which is what I'm going to be using. I am not tattooing on myself, like I said. I'm going to be using this stuff. I think as well, it doesn't even cross people's mind that tattooing on yourself could cause like really bad things to happen, but you're creating like an open wound on like a part of your body that's open to the elements. And especially if you don't think about things and kind of tattoo in an unsterile environment and your tools dirty or your work surface is dirty, you're gonna end up getting an infection and you're either gonna end up with like a really nasty scar, a really ugly tattoo that doesn't work, or like an amputation or death. It's as simple as that. That's why I'm being super serious when I say not to tattoo on yourself. I know I've repeated it about a million times, but that's how serious it is, because I don't want someone to end up really poorly or end up in the hospital because of one of my videos. It's not happening at all. I would feel like an absolute awful monster if someone ended up trying something I did and it went really badly for them and they ended up in the hospital. I would absolutely hate myself, so please do not. I swear down, do not.
Okay, Mom.
And the thing is as well, I bought this kit on Amazon and obviously it just got like left at my house, but it just means like a kid could easily get hold of this. I don't know, I don't think it's particularly safe. I don't anyway. I don't know whether it's me just being like paranoid man mode, but just something doesn't feel quite right about it. Right, so we've got a cable. Where does all this connect into? The thing is, I don't think this kit was that expensive and you actually get quite a lot of stuff in it. Quite surprised. Did it give us any instructions? I literally don't think... Oh wait, it has. No, it hasn't. It hasn't at all. They've sold me an electric-powered needle, and they haven't given us any instructions. Are you kidding? Oh my god, they haven't. There's seriously not a single instruction in here. That makes it even worse. You're selling this and there's no instructions. But I'll just have to try and figure it out. I know normally I don't like instructions, but for something like this, I think you really need them. Oh my god, it's well complicated. Right, that must go in there. I have no idea what this bit is. Right, I assume one's gonna go in there. Right, so that's out. This one's the foot one. So then this must go into here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this must control kind of the speed of things. Oh, it vibrates. So 12's the maximum. Oh. Oh, I could totally get into this. I'm just thinking maybe at a tattoo shop they do have like a little foot pedal that controls things. Right, so I've set that up. Now I need to figure out how to set everything else up. So I assume this is obviously going to be your needle thing. I also assume these are where you put your ink in and you dip your ink into this to draw it out onto the needle. So we'll probably want one of these. Obviously we have gloves here for kind of sterile protection thing, but because I'm not tattooing on my actual body, I don't think I'm going to use them. So if you've never seen one, which I haven't seen one up close, it looks as if this thing and then this bit, it like pushes the needle out. So obviously the machine thing's going to vibrate and it's going to like push the needle out, and that's what's going to stab into the skin or your fake skin. Quite clever actually. I've never seen one of these up close before, so I've never understood how it actually works, but it completely makes sense. Yeah, so that would go in like that, I think. That's not in properly. I feel like I'm going to end up stabbing myself. I feel like it should really lock in place or something, but I don't understand how it locks. It doesn't twist and lock. It definitely doesn't just stay in like that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to Google this tattoo kit that I've bought, see if I can find some instructions online. There are absolutely no instructions online, so I'm really kind of lost at how this works. Right, I'm still no closer at figuring out this, and I've looked at some videos and I still can't work it out. So bear with us. I'm going to try and get this attached to this, and then hopefully we'll move on to actually tattooing something. Why is it so complicated for? Okay, it's taken me about half an hour, but I finally managed to get one on, and it doesn't feel particularly safe. I don't know whether it's supposed to do this, and I also don't want to take it out just in case I can't get it back in, because I don't feel like how I've fitted this is the way you're supposed to fit it. But I'm going to try it out first, and then I'll show you how I've done it just in case it falls off again. And I did actually get a needle injury. I stabbed myself with one trying to fit it into the stupid tattoo pen. I already would say don't buy this kit. I don't think it's a very good kit. But anyway, I finally got it set up. I can start tattooing. Right. So we've got a little bit of fake skin, and then we use these little pots and you draw your ink up from them. Add a bit of ink into this. Okay, so this is our outliner ink, and then I think you just take up a little bit. You don't want too much, because I think you flood your needle if you take up too much. Okay, let's see if I can do something. Oops. Oops. I'm just saying this right now, you would not want to get tattooed by me. You'd 100% not have an arm left. Oh, there we go. Oh, you know what? This is actually really fun. I think I would really enjoy tattooing someone if obviously I was good at it. But I wouldn't trust myself to do it. I would end up screwing someone's tattoo up. I know I would. And I think as well, if you're trying this, it's best to start it going first and then put it down. If you like put it on the skin before it's going, you're gonna go right through. By the way, I'm just gonna try and go for like a cute little tree. I think that'd be nice. You know what, I always wondered how tattoo artists got such fine detail and like made tattoos look so good and like proper draw with them. But it is actually like drawing. It's surprising. I know it's a needle, but it doesn't feel like a needle. It feels like just kind of like an electric pen or something. It's kind of addictive. I can totally understand why people get into tattooing and why they enjoy it so much. I think I would really enjoy being a tattoo artist. I don't think I would get many customers because my tattoos would be shite, but still I think I would really enjoy it. Oh, how cute is that? That's ridiculous. Look at my little tattooed tree. It's very thin, but how cute is that? If anyone wants to steal this and get it tattooed on themselves by a professional, then you're more than welcome to. Oh, adorable. And it's quite interesting, like on the back, you can see. Obviously, if I was tattooing you on that part, that's the really deep part. I slipped a little bit and went a bit too far, so you wouldn't be too happy with this. But I think the rest, I think I got quite like an even pressure. Because I think with tattooing as well, you have to go so far deep into the skin so that it actually stays. If you go too light, it'll obviously not last and it'll kind of fade away. If you go too deep, I think you get kind of flooding and like complications from it. There's just a very like sweet layer that you're supposed to hit, and I think I kind of hit it. I think I might have been a bit too light in areas, and I was definitely too deep in some areas, but not too bad. Obviously I'm tattooing on just like a piece of rubber, and I can imagine it's very different tattooing on someone. I think it would irritate me if I was tattooing on someone's body and they just kept talking to us and distracting us. Be like, shut up, can you shut up? I'm trying to concentrate. I'm drawing on your body. I'm making a permanent piece of art on your body, body and you're chatting to us about your friend Susan and she did this to you the other day, I would get too invested in the conversation. I wouldn't be able to concentrate and then your tattoo would look really shit. So I would have to have a rule in my tattoo parlour that everyone has to be very, very quiet. Okay, I've had practice. I'm going to try some colours. In fact, should I just try and colour my tree in since I've got it here? And I'll try and disconnect this and show you how I did it and see if it works for the other one. Because there's some like fatter ones. Like on here there's, how many is that? Oh my god, how many is that? There's about 6. So on this one it's got like 6 needles on it. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that. I'm going to try not to stab myself again. So there's like loads and loads of needles on that one. The other one I've just been using was just a singular needle. So we'll see what this is like. So what I did was I just kind of unscrewed this, and in order to get this in, I went kind of half up and didn't go all the way down. As I was going, I kind of twisted and then pushed down. And I think, yeah, and that's how you do it. Oh, I wasn't lucky. That's how you're actually supposed to install them. It's not too difficult, but it's just complicated. Well, it's just weird. I don't know why they've designed it like that for. Anyway, let's colour my tree in. Honestly, I think tattooing's actually really, really fun, you know. It's just a shame it's like so dangerous and stuff, because I think I would actually really enjoy doing it to people. I just also don't think I would trust myself to do it to people. But I can totally see the appeal. And I think as well, when you actually know how a tattoo machine works and all the parts and stuff, it's a lot less intimidating. It doesn't feel as scary. I'm still not going to be tattooing on myself, but you know, it's just a bit more interesting. Oh, I got proper into that. I was really concentrating. I think I held my breath. Now we switch into brown. I don't know whether I like the needles with like lots of needles in it. I think it's good for colouring in. It kind of reminds us of the time when I was at the Bahamas with my mate and we're on a holiday because her parents lived out there and stuff. And we thought it would be a really good idea to go get tattoos to obviously like remember the holiday and everything like that. And we went to this tattoo parlour and as soon as we walked in, I was just like, I don't know whether we should be getting tattoos here because there were people lying on the floor on mattresses who I don't think were actually getting tattoos. I think they just lived there and they were just lying on the floor. It didn't look like a very sterile environment. And me and my mate sat down and I think my mate was oblivious. And we were going through the books, picking out our tattoos and stuff. And I was just kind of like nudging her and giving a side eye and being like, no, we're not doing this. And then I just took her to one side and said, oh, I'll just have a quick word with you. I was like, we are not getting tattooed here. We are going to end up with a really bad infection. So we eventually walked out, but that could have ended up very disastrously. And that was me being sensible. And I think I was only like 19 at the time. And I was that sensible. Can you believe it? It was shocking, isn't it? Right, let's colour in this trunk. Okay, I think I'm done. Oh, I need to do the little wipey thing. They usually have like a little, like sterile wipe, don't they? Like an alcohol wipe and wipe it off. I don't have an alcohol wipe. I'll just have to use like, I don't know, a cloth. Okay, and we do the little wipe. Okay, it's definitely patchy. It's completely patchy, but I still think it's quite cute. Look at my little tattoo. Oh, if anyone wants to get this tattooed on themselves, you're more than welcome to. I kind of want to get it tattooed on me. I know it's really shit and absolutely awful. It's a terrible tattoo, but I kind of like the fact that it's so bad, it's kind of almost good. This was actually a really fun idea. I really enjoyed this. I don't think I would enjoy doing it on myself, but I enjoy doing it on like little practice skin and like bits of rubber and stuff. I actually think it's a really, really fun activity. I really do. Just again, don't do it to yourself, please. So I think that just about does it for today's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And I think this little kit would actually be really helpful and good for people who have always really wanted a tattoo, but are quite scared of needles and scared of the tattooing process. I think if you bought yourself one of these and some fake skin and just had like a play around with it, I think you'd kind of understand and see a little bit more about how it works. And it's not actually that intimidating. It really isn't. Like, I've had tattoos before and they hurt a little bit. Obviously they do, because it's a wound and it's kind of cutting into your skin and stuff and piercing your skin, but it's not like a really painful pain. It's more like a burning, like a dull sensation that just lasts for a very long time because you sat in the chair for a very long time getting tattoos done. But it's not like awful, it's not excruciating. I used to have my ear pierced, the like 2 cartilage ones, what they're called, scaffolding. I used to have 2 scaffolding piercings up in the cartilage of my ear. They hurt, they really hurt. Tattooing, it wasn't actually that bad. It's kind of made us want to get another tattoo, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to train to be a tattoo artist. That was really, really exciting and fun. Should I be a tattoo artist? Oh my god.
No. no.
Oh, I think that's cute. I think I'd make a really good tattoo artist. Let me know in the comments, would I make a good tattoo artist? I think I would. But anyway, I'll see you next week for a brand new video. I think I'll be staying away from needles next week as well, so no one needs to worry. Like, what do we think? Oh, what do we think?
So ugly.
I think that's kind of a look, you know. I 100% need a tattoo on this arm. Oh, I've got the tattoo bug now. This is dangerous. Tattoos cost a fortune as well. I can't afford another tattoo. But I really want one. I should never have done this. This is just, it's too addictive. It's terrible.